More than 12,600 people have lost their jobs between January and April alone. Now, this is according to the Ghana Employers Association. Speaking at the launch of a national employment policy, the Ghana Employment Association's Executive Director, Alex Frimpong, said government must, as a matter of urgency, address issues of energy, skill mismatch, and the ever-increasing cost of doing business in Ghana if employers are to create jobs. Now, the Employers Association is also asking government to provide local investors the incentives being offered their foreign counterparts and work at changing the work culture where employers believe they are working for employees.
For the past decade, Ghana has suffered serious energy deficits that continue to affect all businesses and industrial competitiveness. As a matter of fact, as of January to date, about 12,600 people have lost their jobs due to this energy deficit. Employers cannot create jobs if energy deficits continue to hurt the economy. Besides, investors cannot invest in Ghana if it continues to be saddled with energy problems. Ghana must significantly reduce the cost of doing business if it really claims to be winning our fight against unemployment. Our technical and vocational training apprentice systems might be streamlined to produce demand-driven skills that our labor market is needed. Educated, skillful workers are rare. We are finding a hard time having people with skills to work in our companies. It is against this background that the government's decision to convert polytechnics into technical should be handled with circumvention to ensure that the concerns of industry are fully taken into account before they roll out this plan. Employers are ready and to engage our partners in the implementing of the national employment policy. The investors who are looking to come from outside are already here in Ghana.
Well, responding to his concerns there, President John Mahama said government is addressing discrimination against local investors, adding the Ghana Investment Promotion Center needs to also educate local investors on existing incentives and opportunities. He said Ghanaians would have to take advantage of the country's local content policies.
We need to take advantage of some of these opportunities. The Enterprise Development Center was set up to train indigenous Ghanaian entrepreneurs to be able to take advantage of the local content law that we had passed. The local content law is existing and operational, but oil and gas companies will get exemptions if they cannot find the right skills. And that is why our young people should look at these opportunities and take advantage of them. Government is also eliminating discrimination between foreign and indigenous investors. As the president of the Employers Association said, an investor is an investor, whether he is foreign or he is indigenous. And so we're eliminating discrimination between the two kinds of investors. It is therefore important for the GIPC to educate the Ghanaian private sector on incentives that are available to indigenous investors. There are many cases in which the Ghanaian private sector and indigenous investors do not even know that they can register with the GIPC and enjoy incentives, including tax holidays. And so I think we must step up education in this area.
Previous and current governments have consistently promised to tackle increasing unemployment in Ghana, but little has been achieved in addressing the challenge. Joy News' Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin examines the challenge Ghana faces from the eyes of junior high school students.
End of term, and students of the Al Azariya Islamic Junior High School at Otafo in Kumasi are writing their end of term examination. Looking strong and promising, they have peculiar ideas of what they want to do after school.
I want to be a professional teacher. Yes. That's what I want to be. And I have the interest of doing this. That's why I choose to be a professional leader. I want to become a medical doctor. To save life for the people.
As teachers are doing their part by teaching. We attend to the learners for 8 hours. And a day is divided into 24 hours. The remaining citizens now, they are with their parents, so parents will guide them to learn the house.
Their ambition to land a dream job for financial independence may be difficult to achieve because the reality is much harsher than they imagine. The 2010 census puts Ghana's population at about 24 million, with about 70% of people between the ages of 15 and 29. The United Nations Forward to the African Economic Outlook for 2012 estimates over 25% unemployment rate among Ghanaian youth of between 15 to 24 years. This is twice the age group of 25 to 44 and 3 times those who range between 45 to 64 years. The report says 22 million out of Africa's 40 million youth, representing 60% of the continent's population, have given up on finding work. After school with no jobs available, they turn to the informal sector. 18-year-old Comfort is waiting to join her colleagues at the university. She has to sell clothes at this boutique to supplement her income.
I'm managing a boutique for me to get some money for me to continue my education.
Ghana's government says its initiatives, including the new model to train the youth in poultry, is to get majority of the youth employed. These, however, are yet to reflect positively on the unemployment rate, leaving many educated Ghanaians without jobs. That is also the concern of teachers who educate these children. Mahmoud Mohamed Nuruddin's report for Joy News.